Hello, it's Llama here. It's 6 o'clock on Sunday, and this is a very special news bulletin about Mark Smith's arrest this weekend. I've just passed 750 subscribers on YouTube yesterday, so I thought I'd do a special bulletin for you. The bulletin will be fully narrated, and there'll be text there as well. And at the end of the bulletin, I will have various video footage of Mark Smith's arrest yesterday, and a replay, and a slow motion replay of the moment when he gets put in handcuffs. So hang on for that. Just to let you know, some point in the next day or two, I'll be putting up a video and some posts about something special I'm going to be running between now and around Christmas. I'm not going to say any more about that now, but if you haven't subscribed to my Facebook page, please do so. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so as well. So let's get on with today's special news bulletin. This is the Llama News at 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Provide your name and address for the final time, okay? You are going to be arrested if you don't provide your name and address.
So you're going to unlawfully arrest me?
Sir.
For working?
Right.
Sir.
At this moment in time, you're under arrest.
Guys, so I've been arrested unlawfully.
Yeah.
Gonna just take that out of hand. Thank you. Gonna just turn that off for me.
Hang on a minute, officer. Please drop the phone. Hang on.
Okay. Time is 12:56. You're under arrest for being outside of a pub.
Turn the camera off.
Okay.
Turn it off.
I'll just put you in hand.
Mark Smith gets arrested again. Day tripper gets locked up in Liverpool. Lunchtime yesterday, Saturday the 21st of November, Mark Smith was arrested by the police in Liverpool. It occurred live on air. He was handcuffed and taken into custody at 12:52 p.m. Smith was arrested because he continually refused to provide his name and address when required by the police for the purpose of them issuing him with a fine for violating coronavirus regulations. The two police officers dealing with Smith deemed that he did not have, quote, reasonable excuse, unquote, to be in Liverpool city centre at that time during the current national coronavirus lockdown. Mark Smith claimed to the police that he was there, quote, working, unquote, to film and report on a protest. However, as I foresaw yesterday morning, Smith was unable to present a recognised press card or show any evidence of his supposed work. The police had originally directed Smith to make his way immediately home. He failed to comply though. The same two officers therefore confronted him again. Initially, they were going to give Smith a dispersal order notice. They said his behaviour was antisocial. But then they decided to give him a coronavirus penalty fine notice instead. At the time of his arrest, Mark Smith was live streaming on his new YouTube channel, where he does so-called, quote, public interest audits, unquote. Smith had travelled to Liverpool for the day to film an anti-lockdown protest and had recently met up with another YouTuber. Mark Smith was released from police custody at around 6 p.m. on the same day. He'd been banged up for about 5 hours, initially in a police van cell and then in a cell at a police station in Liverpool. The police issued Smith with both a fixed penalty notice, a fine of £200 for breaking coronavirus regulations, and a dispersal order notice requiring him to remove himself from Liverpool for 48 hours. Day tripper Smith managed to catch a train and get back to his home in South Yorkshire last night. He then did a live stream to bitch about his day. Smith insists that he was unlawfully arrested, and therefore he has announced that he will be suing Merseyside police, who is referred to today as the Gestapo police. He also stated that he'll be appealing the COVID fine. A few days ago, Mark revealed that yesterday's trip would involve the first train journey of his life. Oh dear, it didn't go too well, did it? Choo-choo! One question that arises from Mark Smith's arrest yesterday is whether it may have caused him to have breached his bail conditions. On the 19th of June, Smith was arrested and then released from police custody and without charge, according to him. Smith has indicated that he's been on police bail ever since that date. However, although Smith did use the word bail, there is uncertainty about whether that's technically correct. It's possible, instead, that he may have been released under investigation. That's a different mechanism to police bail that was introduced in 2017. Smith has stated that the allegations made against him are false, and that if in the event of him being charged with them and prosecuted, he will plead not guilty. That's the end of my spoken part of my news bulletin, and what I'm going to show you next is the raw footage showing his arrest and the conversations that occur between him and the police officers prior to his arrest. I'm going to show you an edited version. I'm not going to show you the whole footage, but I'm going to show you some edited clips, the crucial parts, including the arrest itself and him being handcuffed. As you can see in the clips, the police were quite patient and reasonable with him, but he didn't want to oblige. And I think they didn't really want to have to arrest him, but they eventually had no choice. If you want to see the full version of all the footage, not just the edited clips that I'm going to show you next, I actually did a video yesterday that's on my channel of the full footage, completely unedited, the raw footage that Mark Smith put up himself. And I'll put a link to it below this video somewhere, and I'll also put the end of this video, after the end titles, there'll be a little box will appear with the video, and you can click directly on it if you want to see the full version. Okay, bye for now, and here are the clips. And at the end, there's a slow motion replay of the moment that he gets handcuffed. I'm sure many of you will enjoy seeing that, and have waited quite a while to see something like that. Okay, bye for now.
I'm walking the streets peacefully. I've not done anything wrong. I've not broken no laws.
You've already explained to me that you're here to film the protest.
That's right, yeah, because it's part of my work.
Okay.
I make vlogs.
But we can't prove that until we obtain details from yourself.
Look at my camera right now. You'll see that I'm actually live on YouTube right now. All
That's
these
fine.
people are my followers.
That's absolutely fine.
So does that prove that I'm working?
It doesn't, I'll be honest with you, know, just for me that you're recording on a phone and you're telling me that I'm on YouTube live, so that doesn't prove anything. Any person who's working for the press, or working for a company on behalf of someone, or working for themselves.
Am I being detained?
At the moment, you're going to be given a dispersal order.
Am I being detained?
Right, what's your first name, sir?
Am I being detained? If I'm being detained, can you give me one lawful reason for why you're detaining me?
what's your first name?
I'm not being detained, officer.
Sir, I'm requesting your name and address, okay? It's an offence not to provide your name and address, okay? What is your first name, please, sir?
I'm not being detained.
What is your first name, please? And please just move the camera aside for me. Okay, it's right in my face. If you want to film it, that's absolutely.
I'm not even armed.
If you
I'm
want to,
officer.
sir, if you want to film it, that's absolutely fine. But at least keep it out my face, okay? Yeah.
Don't stand in front of the camera if you don't mind doing that.
Right. What's your first name?
I'm not obliged to give any information. I've not done anything wrong. I'm here working peacefully. There's nothing wrong.
So we seem to be going round in circles a little bit, don't we? Because it's already been explained to you about COVID. It's already been explained to you, hasn't it, about COVID regulations, and you're fully aware of them. Am I correct in saying that? You are aware of them? Yeah, so that's why, basically, yeah. Well, yeah, because you're saying that you're working, okay? Obviously, some of the... Sir, if you can provide me with some ID...
Apparently working now, right?
No, if you can provide me with some ID that you are working for the press, then
Right,
that's
at the moment,
absolutely
right, after taking advice, we're going to be giving you this. We're basically going to give you a coronavirus ticket,
You can give them, but it'll be rejected.
that's fine, no problem.
It'll be rejected and it'll be appealed.
For the,
I've done nothing wrong.
for the purpose of that, obviously, I've already explained to you the reasons why. You're not providing any identification. You're not providing any proof that you're actually working.
I'm working.
Yeah, but you're not providing. You've not. You've told me that you're working, but you're not providing any
Well, are you
proof.
working?
What's that?
Are you working today?
Yeah, because I'm in full uniform, in a police uniform.
Right. So just because I've not got a uniform on, doesn't mean I'm not
because you can't provide us any ID, sir, to show that you're
It's
in
our
work.
job to enforce the
Okay, so we're going round in circles. Let's obviously...
And obviously, and part of our job is to require an account. Your account you've given is that anyone can say that anyone walking around with a camera phone can say they're working. In that case, anyone can do that, can't they?
Does it even sound like we're on the air? You know,
That makes no difference whatsoever. That doesn't matter. Anyway, sir, just listen to my colleague for me, okay? And please move the camera to the side.
I'll listen.
Okay, thank you.
Why am I being detained?
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you
What crime have I committed?
well, you're not at the moment. You've committed an offence under the coronavirus regulations.
What, for working?
Being outside without a reasonable excuse.
For working.
What's that? Sorry.
For working.
Well, I don't believe you are. So unless
Why
you
don't
provide,
you believe
if
that?
you can provide any proof to me, I'll be more than willing
Why
to
don't you believe
take that on
I'm not
board.
working?
Because you're not
I've not
providing
been-
any proof.
Okay, right, let me just try.
Right,
Speak
it's not-
like
it's
a human being.
I'm talking to you, yeah. That's what I'm saying. All I need is a bit of proof.
You're talking to me, I'm talking to you. I'm not getting hostile with anybody. I've not done nothing wrong.
We're not getting hostile with you, sir.
Absolutely, you're not getting hostile.
I think we're treating you very
You're not
nice.
getting hostile with me. There's nothing wrong. I've broken no law. No crimes have been committed. I'm here for
So that's the
totally
difference in
lawful reasons. I've not done anything wrong, and you're talking about giving me a COVID plan.
Because you've broken the regulations to do with
That'll be for
COVID,
the
sir.
courts to
You've
decide,
got no
won't it?
reasonable excuse why you are out, okay? If you can provide us with any ID or information that you are actually employed by somebody, then obviously things will change.
How are you
But at the
gonna give me a
moment,
ticket?
and please move the camera out of my face to the side.
What's your first name?
I'm not obliged to give it, officer. I've not done anything wrong.
Okay. Obviously, if you don't, at the moment, I suspect you committed an offence. Okay.
So what offence is that?
Okay. I'll explain that to you now.
What offence have I committed, officer?
So I'll just get the actual offence wording for you.
Please do.
So, side, we're living in England without reasonable excuse under the coronavirus legislation.
And my totally lawful reason for being here, as I've explained multiple times from the beginning, is that I'm here working.
Okay. I've explained that to you. You've not provided any proof. So,
But I don't.
Are you
This
gonna
is harassment.
are you
You're
gonna
causing me to
provide-
feel
Sir,
alarmed and
listen.
you're going to
distressed.
provide your name.
You're causing me to feel very alarmed and distressed, officer.
Are you going to
Well, I
provide
don't
your
really
name?
understand why, sir.
Because you're harassing me.
Okay, so sir, are you willing to provide your name and address?
You're harassing me.
Are you willing to provide your name and address, sir?
You're causing me to feel alarmed and distressed.
Are you providing your name and address?
You are really causing me to feel
Okay.
great alarm and distress, officers.
At the moment, I've already explained to you that you're committing an offence under the coronavirus regulations.
For working.
Okay.
And
Is there
to
anything
be
else
honest
that we-
with you, when I spoke to you guys around there, or when you guys approached me, I walked away. I left, and then you followed me.
I said, right.
So why did you follow me when I left? You asked me to leave, I left, I moved away, and then you followed me. Why?
Look, mate,
It's just
if you get a
harassment.
COVID fine, you're gonna get. It's gonna be. You're obviously gonna be ticketed,
I'm not accepting
and
no
you're
COVID
gonna get
fine.
issued with a
I've done
fine in
nothing
court,
wrong.
aren't you?
I've done nothing wrong.
Okay.
I left when I was over there with you guys. You asked me to leave. I walked
If you-
away, and
right.
you followed me around.
If you get arrested, it can affect future employment opportunities. It can affect future employment opportunities. It can affect various other things. Okay.
As I've explained, I'm working.
And obviously you can end up with
I'm registered with
you can end up with a
HMRC.
criminal record.
Got
Essentially.
any proof to
Okay.
show that you're registered with
I don't
HMRC?
need to carry proof around with me to
Well-
say that I've been registered
Okay.
with HMRC.
So
but
is
I
there
am
anything I can
self-employed.
reasonably do or say that will obviously give you to
If
give
there's
you?
anything that you can reasonably do, you might just to leave me alone. Officer.
Okay. Are you going to provide your name and address for the final time? Okay. You are going to be arrested if you don't provide your name and address.
So you're going to unlawfully arrest me
Sir,
for working.
Right.
sir.
At this moment in time, you're under
Right,
arrest.
guys, so I've been arrested unlawfully.
No.
Gonna just take that out of hand. Thank you.
Sorry.
Gonna just turn that off for me.
Hang on a minute, officer. Please drop the phone. Hang on. Just
Okay.
grab that. What we can call out for
Time is 12:56. You're under arrest for being outside of a pub.
Turn the camera off.
Okay.
you carry on.
I'll just put you in handcuffs. Okay. Being outside without reasonable excuse under the coronavirus regulations. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm the
Are you guys getting this?
question. Something you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. The reason being, you failed to provide your name and address. Okay, when I've asked you to, because in order to issue the fine. And also, are you going to provide your name and address for the final time? Okay. You are going to be arrested if you don't provide your name and address.
So you're going to unlawfully arrest me
Sir,
for working.
Right.
sir.
At this moment in time, you're under
Right,
arrest.
guys, so I've been arrested unlawfully.
No.
Gonna just take that out of hand. Thank you. Gonna just turn